Well, thanks for tuning in today as a broadcast. And today, it's going to be a little special thing. We're going to talk about, as hard to see in the title, Herb Baumeister, Master, whatever the fuck. I think it's a Meister, House of Horrors. Alright, let's get into this. Herb was born in Indiana, the oldest of 4 children. His childhood was reported normal. However, he began exhibiting an antisocial behavior. Later, he recalled playing with dead animals and peeing on a teacher's desk. That man is a savage, low-key. In 1965, Herb attended Indiana University for a semester before dropping out. And later on, in 1967, he returned. In 1972, he transferred to Butler's University. I guess that's around Indiana. Herb married Julie in November 1971, and they had 3 kids in 1970. He was committed to a I can't even say this word right now. Psychiatric hospital by his father. His wife said he was hurting and needed help. I couldn't even say that word. I don't know why. I couldn't say that word for a minute. But anyways, he founded the Save-A-Lot thrift store chain. He had 2 stores total until he went on a vacation. I'm going to tell you about the vacation time. In early 1990s, investigations with the Marin County Sheriff Department, they was starting to search for the missing gay men of similar age, weight, and height. In 1992, investigators were connected by a man claiming that he was at a gay bar. Patron calling himself Brian Smart. Like that what Herb was calling himself, Brian Smart. Had killed a friend of his and attempted to kill him in a pool house. Wow. Yeah, he attempted to kill his friend in a pool house. Investigators, alright, so before I go on this, but people say that, the gay man says that, he likes to be choked. That's what he said all the time. Like, he likes to be choked. Because he likes the high rush. He likes the high feeling of it. He likes the high feeling of it. He loves it. And he wants to do it to his people. And one person called the police later on that day and told him that he was kind of a psychopath about it. Alright, but let's continue. Investigators approached her at a gay bar and told him that he was a suspected in the disappearance and asked to search the house. When Herb refused the search, they confronted his wife, Julie, at the time, who forbidden the police to search their own home. By June 1996, Julie had become frightened by her husband's mood swings and behavior. Then, after she divorced him because because of that, she told the police they could search the place. While Herb was on a vacation, just a random vacation, she said that it was just a random, unexpected, never told vacation, and took his not gay son, he took their son with him, and she was really afraid about that because she heard about him killing gay men, and she didn't want him to kill her son, of course. But she said that, and I'm going to put a link to the video in the description, but she said that she went to her personal savings account to take out money and found every single dime. Get here. Every single dime was taken out of the ATM. Yeah, every single dime. But yeah, then after, oh yeah, we did that. But yeah, while Herb was on vacation, about 11 days later, police found 11 bodies remains. Yes, a couple days later, they found 11 bodies remain in the backyard, and 8 of them they knew about it because since they was missing. But they wanted proof. Alright, they wanted proof. So he fled to Canada, where he committed suicide with his son at a park by shooting himself. I don't know. No, that's weird. I don't know if his son was there. Well, they didn't even describe if his son was there, like, with them, or if he killed his own son while he killed himself. I didn't know about that. But yeah, they said that he fled to Canada after they found bodies and all that whatnots, because he already knew he was going to be screwed. He fled to Canada, where he committed suicide at a park by shooting himself in the head. He wrote a suicide note, and his suicide note had described his falling marriage as his reason to kill himself, and because of his business. His business was the other reason to kill himself. But he did not confess to the murders of the men in the backyard at all. He did not know it was them. They created few shows on TV called, I think I've seen this a while ago too, but it was called The Secret Life of the Serial Killer. Aired on episode... Which episode aired on? 1997. And to this day, visitors, of course, who's a fan of serial killers, still visit that house. And paranormal investigators still go to that house and whatnots. His wife moved. I don't know where she stay at now to this day. I think she died, but I don't know if she died or not. I didn't really look into that much. But yeah, pretty bizarre dude. He dipped off randomly, like dipped the state, not even like the freaking country, like not going to like Georgia or something. He dipped state, guys. Literally dipped state. But yeah, my next one, I'm thinking about, I don't know, I'm still thinking about doing the Charles Manson one, but everybody knows Charles Manson. Like, everybody know. I probably won't do that. But everybody knows Charles Manson. Like, literally, everybody knows Charles Manson. If I don't do Charles Manson, I'm definitely going to do Edward Gein or I think I did John Wayne Gacy. I don't know. But Edward Gein and Aileen Wuornos. Yes, everybody should know what Aileen Wuornos is. Like some serial killers. Everybody should know Aileen Wuornos. It's either I'm gonna do Edward Gein and Aileen Wuornos, or I'm gonna do a mass shooter. So it's only like 2 mass shooters, 2 or 3. Teaching Lane, David Berkowitz, and I did the movie theater. I may do more mass shooters. But yeah, those are the ones I may do. Edward Gein, Aileen Wuornos, or just a mass shooter. There's one mass shooter. But yeah, thanks for listening to this podcast, and have a good day.